Hey guys, welcome. I'm Patrick Weeks.
James Rhodes Mason.
And this is
Two guys,
one
cup.
Careful on that arm, but
We should have that. I'm a piece of shit.
so we're here again. It's what is today, the 21st of May, and we're here to kind of go over the Legacy tournament, how it went, what we thought. We both competed. James actually started the super matches. That's where we're going to begin. It was him and Richard Gravel. Fucking awesome. It was an awesome set of matches. They did a 4-4. So they did all 4 matches right, all 4 matches left. But I actually want James to go over the matches because I want his perspective because he was it. He was the part of it, man. He dominated the shit out of this. So
I appreciate that. And I just want to say thank you to the Grapple promotion and everyone that was involved in it.
they were awesome. It was awesome.
And before they wonder what just happened yesterday, the video that they posted last week on Wednesday is what put a fire up under my ass. The predictions everyone had across the state was Gravel was going to do a 4-0 sweep. He was going to smash me. There was going to be no chance. So let's get into it.
Oh, I was fucking talking about retirement a week ago.
So Tuesday,
So
on Tuesday, I was
yeah.
calling this guy saying, dude, I think I'm done arm wrestling. I'm tired of the injuries. I'm not really progressing in the sport. It's always the same thing.
Which is bullshit.
Well, it's a mental game, you know, shit happens.
I guess.
So,
Got over that, didn't you?
yeah, I get over that hard. Once you start talking shit, get off the pot or get in. Anyways, so I see the interview. So we get there. I didn't say anything. I didn't do any shit posting. I didn't run my mouth. I was very quiet this time, which is rare for me. Round 1, the 30 years of experience did not do well against unadulterated power. And it was going to be a long day for Richard Gravel after that. And it was a 4-0 sweep, both arms. And I guess as far as that, you know.
Well, it was just dominant. Like, James was dominant.
Inside, outside,
Inside,
flop,
outside. Gravel tried to press him, and he was just posting and holding, the top roll. It was so good. I'm sure that they're going to post a video of it, of the whole thing. I think they taped everything. They did some interviews. Did you end up in the interview?
I didn't get an interview, unfortunately. I talked a little bit of shit at the tournament.
I was a little disappointed because they didn't interview you prior to the tournament, and they didn't interview you in the tournament where they interviewed Gravel, and I saw some stuff posted where they did him and then a couple of the other guys, but I didn't see you. But
I was kind of a heel that day.
I would say so. So we got into that, and then do you want to say anything else about your match?
All the respect to Gravel. I guess he had some injuries after he found out what he was hooking up to. And he had a harder day than he thought. But I told him much respect, and when he wants to run it back, I'm more than happy to do it again. Shit's going to be the same thing, but, whatever.
Right.
So enough about that. We'll leave the surprises. Let's talk about the Fatal 4-Way.
Fatal 4-Way. All right, so we had Bird and Gabe, and then it was Colin and Sean. So, Colin King, Sean Tipper. What's Gabe's last name?
I don't know.
I'm so sorry. We should have been more prepared for this. And
Gabe, Superman,
Jamie Holborn against Gabe. Gabe was he came and pulled with us. His low hand top roll was great. That's his go-to. Bird is very all around. So I kind of want to bring up that match first because that was the first one, wasn't it? Yeah.
They were the ones that started out after the undercard of mine.
Yep. Bird was very dominant. He's pretty overpowering. Like, the only reason I'm where I'm at today is because that dude beat the hell out of me inside every single day for the past year and just pushed me. Like, 154 pounds, pound for pound, that dude's got to be one of the best in Vermont.
I think so, and I think that super match needs to happen between Garrett, Tupper, and Burdock. And also, if you don't know, Burdock, Jamie Holborn, is the team captain of Borderline Arms, and he's the one that got our team started. And everyone else has got these big guys, these national champions or world champions like Bill Sink, Sean Weber, and we got a 154 guy making us good.
He is pushing
I want
us.
you to think about that. So shout out to him, much love. He's my older brother, by the way.
Yeah.
my little older brother.
But don't tell him.
Again, I think it was a complete shutout. Right?
It was
Three
that, it was
both
that.
times.
So did they start left or right? I can't remember. But the last match between them two, Gabe got this posted up low hand top roll and kind of held Bird for a while, and I think he may have burned him a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that matters. We'll get into that.
Honestly, though, shout out to Gabe for not quitting even after he knew it was over.
He still fought. It was
He fought
it's
even
awesome.
after because you got to win 4 out of the 6 matches, and it's over.
There's 3 and 3 each in. So.
Yeah.
And then we had Tipper and Colin King.
Also from Vermont Power is
Yeah.
Colin King. Sean Tipper's our own. 1 year in the sport, same as Pat. But you got a 176er versus
269 on the day.
and the what would be the protege
of Bill.
Bill Sings.
I mean, Colin's strong. He has his right hand is the strongest pronator that I've felt around here. Besides Sean Weber, who's obviously he's a New York guy, but Sean's a freaking beast. So
Yeah, shout out to Sean.
yep, hard to touch him. We pull with him on Fridays when we get up there, and that guy, we pull all we can on him and hardly budge him ever. So he's pretty great.
But more to Colin.
Yes.
Colin's only, I think, 22 years old.
Yep.
And he's considered to be the top 3 in Vermont overall.
Yeah. Well, and then a lot of this is for native Vermonters. So if you guys are wondering why, we're talking about top guys as native Vermonters, I think Colin would be the top because he beat Austin.
I would love to
In
see a super
Lemoyle.
match between that again.
I think Colin would take it.
You never know,
So
it depends
good.
on who shows up.
Yeah,
But so let's
exactly.
go back to the match. Unfortunately, Tipper 176, first year into the scene. Colin really dominated, which much respect to Tipper for showing up. Most guys would have quit. Tipper went and gave it his all.
Yeah, and he didn't say he showed up with like a broken finger, like in his right
broke
hand.
his
He
middle
told
finger.
nobody. Like it was awesome. He injury wise, he said nothing. He just had a couple beers. We had it.
Them Bud Lights get fruity.
Got him fruity, yeah. But they keep drinking them, so
Yeah.
I mean, not me.
Support to them.
I'm good. I'm good with any kind of beer. So, but a great match, and then that finished, and then Jamie Bird, and then Colin King went, and again Colin was just a lot. It's a lot for a guy who's
54
15 pounds less to go against this monster who's just got there's something
The
about
lever,
Colin's
the
training.
power, the hand.
Yep, exactly.
But that's no disrespect to Colin. Colin's a beast. He won the open weight tournament prior to that.
Yep.
So shout out to him, dude. He's a beast. Much respect
He's
to
a
him.
monster. And then when he pulled in the open weight, he got second behind Sean Weber, both hands, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that tells you how close he is to
Yeah.
being at that next level. So again, shout out to him.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about the Shield Legacy match.
Shield Legacy best. Oh my God! It was amazing.
The hype was
amazing.
great.
Yeah.
Carson King.
Yeah.
Was it Twisted Steel is his nickname?
No, steel cable.
Steel Cable, yeah, because his tendons are steel cable. And he was posting a lot of videos. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
Maskell was talking mad shit. The hype was real. I think it took like 2 minutes before the first match started once they got to the table.
Dude, he was smart. He argued everything. The thing is, Jordan, like anybody, wants to start off, he wants to start off hooked.
Yep.
So, and if he gets that hook in, it's really hard to get past his hand. And we had trained with Carson, and, we had trained with, we all know how Jordan pulls, and everybody pulled him, and we got to his hand, and, I think he figured out how to argue past it to get him straightened up, and I think that was a big part of it.
Well, we all know Maskell defended 3 times.
Yeah.
So shout out to him to, hold that shield for 3 consecutive tournaments.
Against some great dudes.
Yeah.
One was Bird, which Bird dominated him left except for that one match, and he took it because it ended up being 7-5.
Yeah. And then what happened? Then he pulled. So let's run it back. He
pulled Larry,
first,
then he pulled Gravel,
and then he pulled
and then he
Jamie.
pulled Bird. Yeah.
Yep. And then this one was Carson, so that's the 4th one.
Yep. So he's been sitting on that shield for a while. pulling, and you know he's held it great. So
And it was really a style of matches because Carson was a top roller, Maskell, short arm hooker.
yep, with tons of side pressure. So
But if you cannot get into your cup and you're doing the hang,
yeah,
it sucks. But all credit to Maskell because he did win a couple.
yep.
And he didn't quit. He went balls to the wall, even when his
He
hand
even
was
won a
compromised.
left. Yeah, he even won a left-handed match, which is not his hand. Like, to
I was very impressed
Yeah,
with
the
that.
first
I figured
match.
it was going to be a sweep 6-0 left-handed with Carson.
I thought so too. Yeah.
And I was very impressed with Maskell. But Carson became the new legacy shield holder at
Yeah.
19 years old. And
My kids, yeah, my son's favorite arm wrestler.
Yeah, 3 years. I know, son of a bitch. 3 years into the sport, so what a beast, and I can't wait to see what comes from him in the
Right.
future.
Well,
I
now
can't
we-
wait to take that shield back from him.
Well, now he's going against his brother.
Yeah,
So,
well, we're going to get into that too. So, Carson, shout out to you and Maskell. You put on a great match. I loved it. TNT should have hosted it because you know drama. All right? Anyway, so let's talk about the open weight tournament. This was
Okay.
fun.
We can talk about the open weight tournament. We both competed in it, so it started out right. It was heavy. You want to talk about your experience or my experience first?
I just want to talk shit real quick. Is so when they were talking about me in the undercard, I was supposed to get mopped, right? So 4-0 sweep on my end, and then I went in the open weight tournament and I placed number 1 out of the Vermont Polars. Placed 4th in the tournaments, both arms. So that felt pretty cool, and I beat some guys that I haven't beaten before, and I made some mistakes, but to say that I'm below them, Mickey Kaka. But I'm very proud of what I thought I was capable of, and I'm so happy to put it in all your fuckers' faces that thought I was going to get smashed. So put some respect on my name next time you think about it. And I want to shout out to my team, Borderline Arms. All of our guys made it to the top, to the
Right.
deciding factor of the Fatal Four.
So 2 of us would have been in it no matter what, which is pretty awesome.
And Vermont Power had their guys in it too.
Yep.
For the deciding factor to who was going to be in this tournament. So again, shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Sam Mitchell real quick, rugged little shit.
Jesus.
Aiden
Yeah.
LeMan, I don't know. Whatever, we can't say it. But
Yeah, he's a badass.
he's pretty good.
badass. And then Sean, who obviously
Sean Weber dominated.
Everybody, yeah.
And Jeff did very well too, Jeff Garrow.
Jeff is great, but he got up against Sean.
Yeah, which shit happens. But I want
Yeah.
Pat to talk about his experience because this is his first year into it. Last year he was a little discouraged, but he said, "Fuck this tournament. I'm going in it. I don't care." And let's lead up with that.
We worked real hard. I came in, I feel like pretty ready. I was, you come into shit beat up, but you just kind of go for it. So my first match was Garrett Tupper, and he made me nervous. His hook is nasty, and I was able to get through it. No, my first match was against Jeff, and he smoked me.
Jeff Garrow.
Jeff Garrow, and he smoked me. And then I ended up taking 4 matches straight after that, and then kind of to the to the right hand match against Sam Mitchell, who is a pro badass. And I dug in with my shoulder and I got him into the hook, and he came back, and I heard pop pop pop, and I thought I broke my arm, and I ended up getting knocked out, and I think I finished 5th overall, but I got 2nd in Vermont for right hand, so I get to pull in the 4-way.
Not just the 4-way. So
Well, hopefully we can, yeah.
me and Pat have to pull each other for the
In the
Fatal
4-way,
Four,
yeah.
and then we got to pull out of depending who wins between us. Garrett Tupper placed on the left side,
Or Richard
or
Clark.
Richard Clark. But
Yeah.
little information on that: your boy here placed number 1 in Vermont left-handed, but they wouldn't let me in it, so they had.
Well, no, you can't. So he's
You
already,
can't be
you're already
double.
in it.
You can't be in double because then
yeah.
it'd be me and Pat than me against Garrett.
Yeah, because you're pulling left and right anyway at the same time. They're gonna change this, I guess. In 2024, they're gonna go and make some weight classes,
So
which is awesome.
what I was informed on for this one is Colin does not want to pull Carson because he's so much bigger. So Colin is going to sit this one out because everyone knows the outcome of what will happen.
Yeah.
No disrespect on Carson. Carson's a true champ.
So who's gonna pull?
So they got to figure out who's going to pull Carson.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't pull this one.
No, maybe he doesn't pull this one. Maybe this one's just going to be a Fatal 4 and an open weight again. But what's going to happen on the next Shield event is they want to split it into 3 weight classes for the instead of being an open weight. So it's going to be like 0 to 165 maybe, or 175, and then 175 to 225, and then 225 and open. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah, which makes sense.
And
I'm not. Maybe I shouldn't be dropping weight.
Well, if we want to do the weight tournaments,
I want to
out
be
of state.
I want to be as lean and as cut as I can,
Yeah.
as strong as I can. Yeah. So the out of state ones we do want to be bigger for.
For the actual real weight
yeah,
tournaments.
because I'm hoping to do New England's in October.
I'm hoping to do amateurs this year, beginners in the 198.
You should be doing semi-pro. You should come down to New England's with us.
I think I'm going to go to New England and do beginners and see where I stats up.
He's not allowed to, boys and girls. You can't be an amateur when you're 10 years in. It's 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, but 2 years serious. I hate
semi-pro.
Everyone's been saying that. Everyone's like only been in the sport for a year.
Dude, Carson pulls in the semi-pro. Like
Carson's the king. It says it on his fucking name. I don't have that luxury.
Equal. You guys are right there with each other. So.
I cannot wait because I'm pretty sure, depending on what happens between me and Pat, me and him are both going to weigh 198, and that's where Carson's going to be. So they're going to do it. Colin's going to be the king, shield holder of the super weights as far as right now. Carson's going to be the 198 king for right now.
Or whatever, the 165 to 2.
Yeah. And then
they probably would do a 170 something to 225. That seems like...
Yeah, but then they felt it would be unfair to the 0. But I was like, still, I think a 0 to 175
You got some
would much
killers
rather.
who are below 175. Like, look at Tipper. He could end up being under 175.
Yeah, Tipper could be it. Bird could be it.
Bird.
Glenn Tupper, Garrett Tupper. There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of people that could be into that. But I think, hopefully, if I can beat this beast, I'm turning my shield back from Carson. Because we had a miniature super match in the Fatal 4 that he beat me.
He did.
He did beat me, all respect to him. But I would love to run that back in a real shield event. And if you thought Maskell's and his was good, I think me and Carson would be a whole different
fresh. Yeah, because you gave it a go with Jay Bohannon, and you guys, you kind of had a
Jay bled
drug
me.
out match.
Jay bled me, and Carson kind of I think had a freebie.
I don't think he had a freebie. It's just it was a style thing, and his hand was all over Richards. So.
Yeah, but no disrespect to Richard. Richard's a great puller, strong wrist, and we're gonna be pulling him if he can beat Garrett Tupper in the Fatal 4. But
your experience in the tournament. You didn't talk about your experience in the tournament.
Oh, I already said why. I just short jumped it. I pulled a lot of great pullers for Vermont Power, from the Bohannon and Gravels team. New York. Pulled those kids from Massachusetts. It was a great
Youssef was not up here.
I want Yusuf's ass.
Youssef
I got his
left.
number. I want to smash that kid left. I know I can. I don't think he can hang with the big dogs. He's a 176er. He's a beast.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. But I think this post office is not where he wants to be shipped off to.
See, that's what I don't get. I got too big of legs to be I could be 170 something, but I just don't want to. I don't want to sacrifice.
Dude, this is arm
legs.
wrestling. Fuck leg day.
Listen, man, I like leg day. All right. You say the power lifter in me is it's in this heart. There's nothing I can do to get rid of it.
Nah, dog. It's summertime. You got to wear jeans so people can't make fun of them chicken legs. That's what I do. People see the guns. That's all that matters.
No, I only wear shorts when I fish, buddy. And that's what summer's all about: arm wrestling and fishing.
Banana hammocks for life.
You definitely need legs for those.
Yeah, but no, it was a great experience. I was really happy with the outcome. I didn't feel like no one didn't make it where they didn't deserve to be.
Right.
Everyone worked their asses off, and everyone's really leveled up this year. Everyone, even the losers are not losers in my opinion. The last place
it was freaking great. There were some people who I locked up with who were just
25 people per class in the open weight, left and right. So that's a pretty big class.
Well, last time it was only 16.
Yeah. So
wow. Yeah,
I
I didn't
know
know
people showed up.
I'd like to see 100 in each That would be kind of awesome to see 100 people show up for each arm.
Well, that's a bragging right? You know what I mean? I hate it when people say they're a champ at a state champs or nationals, but they only had to pull 5 guys.
Yeah, exactly. So the big weight classes is going to be pretty freaking awesome. I didn't know about that. It's news to me. I'm kind of behind. I'm so new and just meeting all these guys that, I mean, I'm sure I'll get a part of that thread. Someone will invite me into it, and then
They'll let you know.
I'll know a little more about what's going on. But I love that 3 weight classes, smashing. Yeah, awesome.
Oh, and I was told right before I left, Jacob Thompson wants to run it back and do a super match with me eventually because me and him are 1-1 right now. So.
Wait, did you beat? I thought you beat him twice. They did left and right.
Right. So no, I beat him once at Franklin County.
Yes, and you beat him.
And then he beat me once at Franklin, so that tied that up. And then at the this last tournament, I beat him. So I'm 2-1 on him. So they want to do a super match, and I would love to have that with a beast of a boy or a man.
He's just getting back into it after.
Yeah. So shout out to him. Back injury, rugged dude. Is that it for this session?
I think that's it. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of anything else. I mean, we could talk about. You didn't watch the Arm Wars, so I don't think it makes sense to talk about it.
I would
Holy
like to
shit, Devin Laird's left. So that's kind of all I can say. He literally just took everybody and smashed them to the pad. It was absolutely awesome, and I'm gonna.
It's fucking Devin Laird.
Yeah, but dude, that's it. You wouldn't think that his left, he's going against these guys who are 140, 130, 140 kilos, like massive men.
Yeah, but everyone's forgetting Devin Laird is a world champion left-handed.
Yeah, in like 2012.
Yeah, but you don't just lose that.
You don't lose it, but
And it's not like he just hasn't slept on a couch like John Brzezinski and decided to get back into it.
I don't. John wasn't laying on the couch. He was still practicing.
He kind of retired for a little bit and then came back at it. Devin Laird has never retired. Devin Laird has been consistent pulling.
But he stopped working his left after surgery in 18 after he had pulled splink off, and then, you know, he had been inactive. So, like, when he pulled Saunders, he was just kind of getting back into his left hand, which was getting good because of the whole party arm thing. But, I mean, something that's leveled up from then to this, like, that's beating Mindaugas Daskus like that, and then going and beating the kid from Denmark. Holy shit. And that kid from Denmark was a monster. And even, dude, yeah, it was awesome. You got to watch it.
I'll have to watch it.
Do you have your Arm Wars?
I got to resubscribe. I switched YouTube accounts because
$6.99. So.
Shit happens when you save the wrong things on YouTube.
What are you watching on YouTube?
Oh, that's what I said.
That's for, oh boy.
I got a bad mouth. But at the end of the day,
don't comment on stuff.
When it comes to arm wrestling or anything in life, careful what you wish for when you're talking shit.
And this guy's gonna kick my ass. So
I don't think so. If he comes into that attitude, I'm gonna be upset about it. But I want a war between me and him. Hopefully we talk.
I don't want a war. I want to
war.
win the next one.
I want bloody murder. If one of the arms do not break, it don't matter.
Doesn't matter because I'm gonna press you 6 times. So
I'm gonna Statue of Liberty you 6 times.
You know that doesn't matter if my press is on.
Yeah, I'm gonna come on this side of the table and look at you at those beautiful shoulders.
But that's not like you can't move like that.
I know. Yes, you can.
So we'll just put it this way. I remember, what was it? The last time we went is we have a sword for our team, and we did like a right hand pull for the sword. And James, the first round, I swept him and pinned him super fast, and he was very, very nervous.
I was nervous.
I was new. I was really new.
Very new. When you get into your spot, it's a problem.
Yep. And if that's where I'm at, if I'm in that spot, it's really hard to beat me at that point. So.
Yeah.
Like even with Sam, like I got dug in and I didn't get my shoulder in enough, so he was able to sweep me back. But
that's just the inexperience. You know what I mean? Technically, almost.
I should have gave my hand up. And because my flop wrist is stupid.
Should have pinned that throttle wide open, 2-stroke that.
But we weren't strapped either. He would have totally tried to let go, but I think I was clamped enough to be able to get him down. But I should have rolled my shoulder more.
Yeah,
I have some regrets. Yeah, it's whatever.
Next one will matter.
Next one will matter. I mean, you just gotta be stronger, right?
Yeah. Get stronger. Do steroids, testosterone.
Well, we'll see, because that's pretty freaking swelled up, so...
He's swole anyway.
Snap, crackle, pop is what my elbow is.
You're like mozzarella shredded cheese.
Okay.
sharp cheddar, all the edges.
Oh, I smell like farts when you open the bag.
I'm into that too. Are we good
All
for
right,
today?
we're good.
All right, thank you guys
See
for
you guys
joining.
one cup. All right, guys, thank you.